All right, welcome everybody to another episode of Fired Up Podcast. I'm here with Michael Renault, our CEO, our fearless leader. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you? You look like you're sitting outside of a service department somewhere.
I might be.
Yes, who knows? Maybe it's your
I'm
dealership.
doing double duty. Yes, I have been in the market for a car, and I am happy to announce that I have finally bought a car after 4 months of being in the market.
No way.
I want to say maybe three. It was a little over three. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That's
good
but
contract.
that is where today's consumer
I'll
is.
tell you, it took me a long
That
time.
is
It wasn't easy.
absolutely where today's consumer is. Like there's no rush. There's no urgency. Did you feel any rush or urgency? Did any dealer create rush or urgency for you?
Oh no, dealers didn't know. I had definitely more urgency than they did, but even then, I was trying to go as long as I could. I mean, granted, I am in a very accessible area. I'm in downtown Long Beach, and I don't mind taking a scooter down to get my nails done. It's different here, you know. And so I was able to wait a little bit longer, but and then I had my daughter staying with me for the
How cool
summer,
is
so
that?
I had really access to a car if I needed it. And I work from the home office most of the time if I'm not traveling. So no, it was doable. But it was all of those other things, visiting your parents and going and doing that and seeing your friends that I realized, okay, I need to get around. So I went a whole 2 weeks here without a vehicle, and I couldn't do it anymore. So yeah, I'll
Even where you are with your little scooters and all that other little LA stuff, your driverless cars and everything else, it didn't work, huh?
No, the driverless. Oh, wait, the Wemos. We got those around here everywhere. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
almost
we
got
don't
hit by
have
one the
those.
other
Those
day.
aren't coming to New York for a while.
No, I can't imagine them. Are you kidding me? Did
No.
those things? They'd get an ass whooping
Yep, pretty much.
from
I'd love to see
from
that thing going
people.
to East New York for the first time.
They just get beat up by other cars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
other people. Forget about
and
cars.
people. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
yeah.
so the conclusion of the car buying process, what
So,
is it? What's its name?
what's its name?
Yeah, do we name it yet? Like,
No, I don't have a name for my car yet.
all right, so just Susie Jr. for right now.
Okay, should I say? Now listen, I've got so many friends in the business. I mean, so
Oh
many
yeah, maybe
people that I
not.
can
Don't
go
say, don't
to.
say,
I've
don't say.
got,
Everyone will get so upset that you didn't buy a car from them.
and here's the thing is that I knew that this was going to be a stripped down, no money, no gross deal, if I had any control over it. And so, um, buying one, like I really wanted to get one from our buddies at Texas at I think both Mike Calvert and Space City Toyota were both trying to sell me a car, and
I'm
they've
sure they
they've
were,
offered
but
to help.
didn't work, huh?
Even the Honda dealership in Connecticut offered to help, but I mean, on shipping fees on top of it, like I wouldn't expect them to eat that, and I don't want to pay that. So, anyhow, I really, really wanted to stay with Toyota. I am a loyal Toyota Lexus fan consumer, but Toyota didn't have an aggressive deal, not aggressive enough for me. So I went with, you ready? I went with Honda.
Wow.
Yeah, so just a lease deal on a Honda
And you
Civic
were a Toyota girly
hybrid
for a long time.
hatchback. What's up?
You were a Toyota girly for a long time.
I was.
Toyota Lexus
I
girly.
still am. I still am. I'm driving the car and I like it. I don't love it, but it's just something for me to get around. And, I've got to pay I've got two car notes now. So, I need to keep it. My Lexus is coming. I don't know, maybe a Beamer. I don't know. But yeah, it's cute. It's awesome. You know what the best thing about it is? It gets over 50 miles per gallon.
Wow.
Yeah.
How cool is
So
that?
so great car. Now I do
Especially
want
at
to
your
talk.
$6 a gallon out there.
Yeah, it helps a little bit.
I mean, it's funny, right? Like, you probably get double the mileage I get on my car, but gas in New York's half the price of
Is
California.
it really three
It's
right
like,
now?
I think the other day I saw 295.
Good Lord.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's on Long Island where it's a little more expensive than if I was upstate or something like that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Um,
I
but
looked
yeah,
into an EV. I wanted an EV bad, but I'm on a wait list here in my building. There's 10 people waiting for the charging unit spots,
that's
parking
the problem
spots.
with EVs, right? And
So,
that's
yeah.
why EVs
But
are where they are.
we're in downtown Long Beach, you guys.
So let me ask you something. Coming back to the car buying,
Yeah.
what
Oh,
kept
that story.
jamming it all up? What would have made it quicker? How about I put it this way?
Yeah.
What would have made it quick? What would have sped your 90 days that you took to buy this car down to 30 or less? What would have helped compress your process?
It would have helped me make a decision sooner. If I had gotten or connected with somebody who really expressed that they wanted to help, who rather than just responding to my questions, really offered some solutions. Okay. This, I felt the pain that most consumers feel when buying a car because I was doing it. I was calling people, I was chatting online with people, and everywhere I go, it was just, somebody just simply answering my question. Um, Now, I am an educated buyer. Okay. Obviously, I've been in the business for some time. And if you're listening and if you're thinking about buying a car in the future, this is a great tip for you. A lot of us, when we're searching for a car, we narrow it down ourselves to one, maybe two, three. And then we call the dealer and we ask about that one or those two or those three vehicles, right? Not always at once. It's usually two, three different phone calls, right? And do you remember that game Battleship where it's like, man, you got one shot, right? To sink their ship. And more than likely, you're not going to get it in one shot, And then the opponent goes and then they do the same thing. And it's like back and forth and back and forth. That's almost what it feels like. It's maddening, right? It's like, oh, do you have this car? I've narrowed it down. Yeah, that's going to be hard to get. Okay, well, I guess thank you. So as a consumer, I would highly suggest going at it with perhaps what your budget is. Hey, listen, I'm looking for a vehicle under 30,000. I don't want to spend more than X amount per month. Or, hey, Michael, how you doing? Listen, I wanted to ask you, what are your most aggressive lease deals right now? Right? Coming at it like that, starting wide, and then having that person help you narrow down. Well, that's a great question. Right now, our lease deals, our best lease deals are on blah, 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 blah. Maybe it's, hey, Michael, listen, I'm a single mom. I'm really looking for something reliable. What do you have, perhaps something that has been on your lot for, more than 60 days, 30, 60 days that you're looking to get rid of that I can get a superb deal on? Something like that. Like I feel,
That's your best. You understand, salespeople don't get it. That's the best customer. That's the customer I gross on. That's the customer that loves me. That's the customer that comes back to me time and time and time again. You keep taking that customer and going, "Pfft, she's not real. She's this, she's that, she. No,
uh-huh.
that's real. That's reality. And that's the 10 pounder, the 7 pounder.
Yeah. And so coming at the situation with your own solutions, right,
Right.
is just the
Well,
best way
and
to go. And I wasn't
understanding
getting
your
that.
inventory.
I just wasn't getting that
Yeah.
anywhere. And so I felt like every time I called out, I was wasting 20 minutes of my time. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it because I am the educated buyer. Now I'm probably one of 100, okay? Realistically, if Michael and I were to get on the phone, if he was to need a car tomorrow, we're different, obviously, right? We've got connections and we've got a little more education than the average
Well, yeah, I
consumer.
would have never done what you did. I
Exactly.
would have been like, who do I know that's the closest to my house that has a car kind of like what I want? And I'll call him up and ask him for a deal
See,
and
and
call manager
I'm
and be done.
well, and you're not as picky as I am either,
No,
right?
no, I don't care. I could
Exactly.
care
Yeah.
less. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, I think that what was my question? you you would have done
what
it.
could they have done different to create the urgency to help move you through that door quicker and make
So
a decision quicker, right? So
uh,
you started saying all those things.
yeah, no, just simply offering solutions and getting me into the dealership, not because I've simply made an appointment with you. Every time I got on the phone, it was a rush to set an appointment with me without asking me questions that I felt were necessary, right? So today, getting into the car and actually driving over to the dealership is a big deal. Nobody wants to do that. But I was going to say, yes, we are one of 100. So yes, connecting with me, offering me solutions, because there might be somebody who is like me, who is relying on, who ends up just going to chat GPT for questions. And that's what I was doing, because
Yep.
I couldn't get somebody interested enough to give me more information, to give
Right.
me more solutions to really truly help me out, or at least I didn't feel like they were, right? And I don't lead with, oh, I've been in the business for this long. I never say that. I want to give everyone an honest shot at helping me. I really want to see how their customer service is, what they provide me with, right? So
And it's always just curious, like what are customers going through today? Right? It's
yeah,
like on mystery shops, same thing. Like what are your customers
exactly.
going through?
Exactly. So no, I ended up finding a great gal. I went into a dealership, and there was a lady by the name of Cindy. So I love to shop local. So I went down. I mean, the dealership is just down the road, 8 miles. And but I will say, I will say this is a big lesson. So Cindy was great. However, I had questions the next day, and the next day she was off. Okay. So I ended up going back in. I think I mentioned this to you. I went back in. Customers have no idea when you're on or off, right? And I got greeted by the typical lot lizard. I mean, I saw his eyes on me as soon as I drove in, right? And all I wanted to do was com confirm some of the numbers she had provided me with. But he ended up, reeling me in. Oh, we're partners. We work together all the time. Let me help you. And let me tell you, without giving you too many details, obviously I went and told him exactly what I wanted, which I didn't even have to do. They could look up the notes and read the lead. Okay.
Yeah,
They
of
had
course they
already,
can, but you know they don't.
of course, right? Um, and but he rushed the process so much so that in my head I'm thinking, great, I'm gonna get out of here in under an hour, right? He wasn't really listening to me. So when I got into finance and I'm looking through all of the details of the agreement, I'm noticing something's off. Do you know that they almost sold me the entirely wrong car? A car I
Are you
hadn't even driven.
serious?
No,
Like
no,
same
no.
model, like same trim?
So I was supposed to buy a Honda Civic hybrid hatchback, white with black interior, and the car on the contract was a white with gray interior, gas. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's just right. But that's they structured the deal one way, then they put in a different car and pushed it
What the
to
heck?
F&I under the wrong car. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Because someone wasn't paying attention.
and you know what? I said, guys, let's just get this fixed. It's okay. I I drove the car yesterday. I promise it's here, right? So let's just fix it. Well, the problem is we sold the car. And what? You sold the car? What?
Oh no.
Okay, well, you could have told me that when I got there, but no. And then they were scrambling, and it was like an hour before close. So I said, you know what? Take care of it. Call me in the morning. I'll come back. Right?
Wow,
You
you were
called me?
nice.
Do you think you called me? What do you think
No
happened?
way. No way. They're afraid of you now. You're like kryptonite.
Oh
You
no.
are. You're kryptonite because now you're a customer with a problem.
Well, so I didn't get a phone call from him. I get a phone call from Cindy, the original salesperson,
Okay, well that's good. That's
right?
good.
She calls me. She had gotten there before the sales managers even did. She's apologizing up and down. I am so sorry. I'm trying to
Good
locate
for
this
her.
car for you. I'll get it, whatever it takes, right? She calls me an hour later. I can't get their help. I'm going to just walk this lot. I swear to you. She sends me a picture 5 minutes later. Is this the car? I said, yeah, that's exactly the car. She goes, it's sitting right here on the lot. She said, I know what they're
I
smoking. I'm so sorry, Susan. Let me get this wrapped up for you. I was
don't
there
know what
within
they're
an hour. She
smoking.
picked me up and I was out of there within an hour and a half. I mean, and guess what happened to salesman number two?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Not his
You're right.
fault
He got
because
middled
some
out.
manager told him the car's not here. He just listened to what his bosses told him to do.
The poor guy got middled out. And you know that he could not look me in the eyes when I was there.
Oh,
He
poor
completely
guy.
avoided me.
You like
Believe
intimidated
that.
him. He was ready. He was like,
Right.
"This here comes Karen. Here comes the redheaded Karen, California Karen."
Karen, California Karen. Yeah, no. But I mean, come on. I mean, none of that was in my
But
control, right?
that's just
That was
sloppy
all
stuff.
just
That's just
them
sloppy stuff.
not listening. And guys, we do this so often. We're all guilty of this, not just car salespeople, but people in general, especially in business, even in meetings. We're talking to somebody and we're not actively listening. We're not echoing what they're saying. And what happens is sometimes we're so preoccupied with getting our own words out. Oh, I can't wait to tell her what my response is for this, that we lose touch with what the actual topic at hand was and what that customer is relaying to you. So this dude was so preoccupied with selling a car to me and taking half of this deal that he completely lost touch with what I wanted in the first
Well,
place.
and
And
again,
it bit
he
him in the
probably didn't go
ass.
read the lead. He probably didn't do any homework. He just was winging it. He had no one from the desk guiding him. It was just like a typical breakdown of every step that if someone
Right.
just put on brakes and said,
Yes.
let's read the lead, let's see what
Yes.
happens, let's text her salesperson. I get it's her day
Yes.
off, but let's see if we can get her just to comment, chime in 2 seconds about what's going on here so we have some guidance. Clearly, we're not reading the notes, we're not doing anything, and now we're just winging it, and the customer, right? Which is the number one thing customers complain about. I talked to this nice person on the phone, and then when I got to the dealership, everything, no one
Right.
knew what I talked about. Here,
Right.
you were in the dealership, you met with a salesperson. Okay, unfortunately for you, that salesperson has the day off, but at the end of the day, the dealership shouldn't miss a beat. They shouldn't,
No.
you know what I mean?
No.
Listen, I call Delta Airlines. They can see everything that I've done, where I've talked to before that person. I can be in
Right.
any BDC at any car dealership in America, any sales department. All I have to do is go into the CRM and look, which is the same that these minimum wage employees do over the phone all day long.
You're
And you get paid
absolutely
a hell
right.
of a lot more
You're
than they do.
absolutely, it's such a professional touch when you can proactively lead that conversation already knowing a little something about that customer. That is strong.
Yep,
Yeah. And
I
so
agree.
of course, I'm sitting there thinking, wow, I know that our focus is lead conversion, and I know that most dealers need help there. But man, we might look into putting something in place for showroom visits, right? It just even just the
It's
fundamentals,
it's
right?
that
Forget about the
transition.
sale, just the fundamentals of how to treat a guest when they enter your showroom. It's
Well,
unbelievable.
right. And even like think about it, the best salespeople will still get tripped up if this customer talked to a BDC rep, told them their whole life story in 7 minutes, and at the end of that 7 minutes hung up the phone and felt like, hey, when I that person was great, they heard me, I felt heard, felt listened to. I feel like when I get to that dealership, they're gonna have those cars gas cleaned and put out front for me. I told them about my trade, this professional appraiser I'm super excited about. Oh man, the inventory, they sounds great. Like they're all hyped up. I got all this stuff in my mind. I show up at the dealership. There's no cars out front. I come in to meet with Susan. Hi, I was here to meet with, I was told to meet with Susan, the manager, when I got here. Oh, yeah, Susan's not here today. Yeah, what do you want? Well, I talked to this lady, Betsy, on the phone. She was really great. I got and explained to her I was interested in a Sonata. Oh, Sonata? Okay, they're over here. Come on, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what happens. And
Mm-hmm.
as a salesperson, I don't care if you're the best salesperson in America, that your job just got harder. The best salesperson in America is the best salesperson in America because, okay, they know how to transition a customer into the showroom.
Mm-hmm. You're Absolutely right. It's a terrible feeling to have to repeat yourself. And to be honest, we as consumers, I don't think we acknowledge, I don't think we're conscious of how that affects the overall experience, because we expect it. A lot of
Right.
us are just, well, I mean, I'm going to have to tell them again because it's somebody else, right? We expect it because the bar is so low. The expectation is so low, right? That if you are that 1 out of 10 that takes the time to say, listen, I'm looking in here and it looks like you mentioned to us that you were looking for something that was good on gas. Is that right? Boom. I mean, if someone said that to me, I mean, I'd be like butter. And
How about this?
like
How
I'd
about
melt.
this? I submit a lead to the dealership. Your website says click here for internet price. I click there for internet price. An internet price gets generated and emailed to me. Okay, I get that thing. I call the store. I talk to you. You're a wonderful BDC rep. I go, hey, I got this price emailed to me. You're like, congratulations. That's great. It's our internet price. Bring it right into the store. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm
Mhm,
super happy. I got a
mhm.
price. I
Yeah.
can live with the price. The dealership can live with the price because they put it on their website and it's out there. We don't
Mhm.
have to fight for gross. We don't have to fight for anything. It's all packaged together beautifully. Customer has it. Walking in the door. Salesperson's like, what the hell is this? An internet
Right.
price? Fuck that. I don't know what price you're talking about, lady. We don't even have internet prices, right?
I bought that.
That
I mean,
part,
I'd be
exact.
furious.
You take a customer that's wrapped up in a pretty little bow for you at a price. Okay, we're not gonna make 9 pounds on them, but I need to make some volume too,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
though that what you're talking about, Susan, about being a customer today, walking into that showroom and feeling that change, just your whole experience. It's so it's amazing that you went through it because it's so timely right now and all this stuff and right and I've been watching you go through this and again, like I said, I would just I don't care. I'm just gonna call it like what you did was
Yeah.
was what most customers do today and they get put through the grinder
Yeah.
and you got put through the grinder in a lot of different ways. Again, it's not like that was the first store you walked into in 90 days. You were in stores 60 days ago looking to wrap this thing up, and no one helped you.
And what happened to their growth? Because I didn't mention that I went back in there, obviously. Now that I had a reason to ask for a lower monthly payment, you better bet your ass I asked for the lower monthly payment. So
Of course.
so yeah, that payment went down a considerable
If
amount.
if you're not going
Why?
to provide me good customer service, I'm not paying for it. Just
Yeah,
like if I go to the restaurant and you spill soup on my lap and you're like, fuck you, dude, here's a napkin, whatever, I don't give a shit, and I have no apology, nothing else. Well, all of a sudden, my attitude towards you is going to change. If you
yeah,
run over with napkins, I'm so sorry, sir. Please get us the cleaning bill. We'll
right,
take care of it.
right.
We're going to take care of your whole meal for you. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Gaitan. Whatever it is, right? I'll take care
Uh-huh.
of drinks. You're happy. But if I
Uh-huh.
just throw some napkins at you and walk away, which is what happened to you, well, now I want to give you a hard time. Because I got to get a pound of flesh out of you because you just took one out
Right.
of me.
Well, yeah, and that's what's going to happen. That's what happens to a lot now times 10 salespeople that are doing that to you every weekend. I mean, imagine how much you're losing there.
Right.
When really, like Michael said, it's all about the way that you respond to situations. And guys, listen, we have a team that we have to rely on in most of these situations. BDC salespeople, you got to rely on the desk. We're all working together here to make this happen. We can't always control every aspect of every situation that you're going through during the car
Right.
process. But what you do have control over is how you respond to those situations and how you treat the customer during that situation, right? Ignoring the problem isn't going to just make it go away. That customer, you are under a microscope.
What do you think would have happened? I'm sorry to interrupt, but what do you think would have happened if that sale, if it, because we have some clients who have stores where you get 2 days off. You work like, you work 5 days, you get 2 days off, five
Right.
days, 2 days off kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
imagine she had 2 days off. Now what would have happened?
Mm-hmm.
Because no one was calling you back unless
Ooh,
she got to that store.
you know, so I had left there at about 7:30 the evening prior, and I didn't get a call until, like I said, Cindy, my original
She
gal,
got in.
helped
That's what
me.
I mean. So if she was off, who
And
would have
that
called
was
you?
around to 10 a.m., I want to say 9:30, 9:45 maybe. Mhm.
Enough time for her to go to the morning meeting and then figure out what the hell's going on and just walk
Right.
the lot, look for
Right.
the
Right.
car, and
Yeah. Yeah. The funniest thing is that I think what left a lasting impression, unfortunately, as amazing as Cindy was and as great as the desk managers, it was a different desk manager, by the way. It was a female. I just mentioned it the second time. That may not have had anything to do with it, but she did great. Regardless of that, though, on my way out, the last walk out, I passed by that middle salesperson and he couldn't even, I mean, we literally crossed paths and he couldn't make eye contact with me. And so that was my last impression. And unfortunately, he represents the dealer, right? So it's interesting. I don't know if she hadn't come and saved the day, I don't know that I would be driving the Honda right now. I don't know. I might have gone back to the drawing board. I might have gone back to check on the Toyotas. I don't know. I might have
you might
waited for
have.
September, maybe.
Yeah. Right. You would have dragged it out. All right, let's see what September program. Oh, interest rates are going to
Right,
get cut. Blah, blah,
exactly.
blah, blah.
Exactly. And I would have
And now
been
all of a sudden it's Christmas.
miserable and you would have been dealing with me and my
No, it
misery.
would be
So,
fascinating. We'd make great podcasts like this one, like, and to talk about it. Like, but
so
it's been great. I'm
I
glad
know.
you got it.
Thank you.
Hopefully, maybe we can edit in, share everyone a picture of it. Um,
I got to get the windows tinted. I'm dying
yeah,
right now. Yeah,
okay,
it's
fair.
it's yeah, it's
The
a
tent
little
guy over
little
is
hot,
not too
getting a
dark.
little hot over here. So I got to tint those things. All right, so let's wrap this up. Lots of good conversation. We have so much exciting stuff coming up. Now, our monthly spot training focus has been for the last month, and it will continue for the next 2 months. And that focus is the road to revenue. What does this mean? This means that if you're part of our crew, our RAM family, and you have access to the monthly spot training, our focus is how to teach you how to make a career out of this job. And we're talking specifically about CBD, baby. CBD, culture of business development. I don't know what you're thinking. And how
Oh, not that.
important that culture of business development is. We know we've seen the best salespeople come straight
Yep.
out of the BDC. We've got dealerships like our bond partners in Texas that create a boot camp style 90-day fast track. You know, you've got to qualify in order to go out on the floor and be able to handle our leads kind of thing. It's wonderful. And then we've got folks that have a rotating seat in their
Yep.
internet/BDC. People come in every hour, they switch out, and that's called a hot seat. But that culture is everything. So we're going to be talking about that. You have some great sparks coming out in September as
Yep.
well. I know
And
that we've
nothing better than management by fire.
Yes, yes. And we've got Management by Fire, two big events coming up this last quarter of the year. So if you are a manager, sales manager, general manager, dealer principal, internet manager, BDC manager, or maybe you're just trying to stick your neck out and you want to educate yourself on everything leadership in the car sales variable side of the dealership, we got you. We've got two big events in October in my hometown, October
Yeah.
7th and 8th
You
in
might be
Long Beach,
able even to
California. Huh?
meet the new car.
Yeah, yeah. Meet the new car.
We'll have it
And
parked right in front of the hotel. Everyone will be able to take a picture with
this
it.
is all
Selfie.
Honda Civic, Michael. It's
It's all right. It's yours. It's
and a
that's
Porsche. Someday I'll end up
it's the
parked in front of the
hatchback.
hotel. Yes, that changes everything. It's that. No, listen, no kidding though. I can fit just about anything
Oh, I'm sure.
into that
Yeah.
trunk. Oh, I know, I love it compared to the Camry. That Camry cargo
Yep.
sucks. Toyota,
Yep.
make it wider. So then we've got that one October 7th and 8th, and then in November we have a second Management by Fire class in West Palm Beach, Florida. And we've already got people signed up for that. In fact,
Oh
someone
yeah.
just registered this morning.
Yeah, we
And
got
that
signups left and right, guys. So get in
is
there.
November. Ooh, I'm blanking on the dates, Michael.
Like third and fourth, I think.
Let's see here. Yeah, I believe it's November 3rd and no, 4th and 5th, I
Fourth
believe
and fifth.
it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tuesday and
It
Wednesday,
might
fourth and
be,
fifth.
it's that first week of November.
Yep.
But any information, please go to proactivetrainingsolutions.com. You can also search management by fire or management by fire.com. I believe it'll come up too. So, any last words, Michael? Run out.
My last words, my last 2 cents here is stand out, be different, be the problem solver the customer needs. Put your arm around them and let them know that there's a whole team at your dealership that is going to work to help solve their problem and get them in that new car.
That's right. Get them to
Yeah,
love.
that's it. And don't
Get them.
forget, you didn't mention it. This lady is doing the human code. Make sure you go watch it. If you don't get it in our emails, get on YouTube, go check it out. The human code. I describe it. Listen, if I'm a guy in the dealership world, I'm listening to this because this is women are better than us at this. And Susan's giving away some of those female secrets that we've all been wondering what makes them so good. She's sharing that with you. So
I
that's what you
know
want.
men out there that are really good with this stuff, but we're talking, how to actively listen. We're talking about your tone, why that matters, and how that can help connect you and engage you with a customer. Body language, you know, do you know that you are communicating things without even opening your mouth, right?
Right.
People are forming impressions of you. And then
Of
that's
course.
another one, first impressions. That's the latest episode. There's another one, echoing and mirroring. That one is great. That's something that the
Yeah.
best salesmen that I know do. They do that without even thinking about it, right? So lots of really, and it's basically stripping down the sales transaction to what really matters at the end of the day. So good stuff there. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. We will have another episode coming to you really, really soon. Lots of exciting stuff. So stay cool, have fun, go
See
make
you guys
some money,
later.
and go crush it. We'll see you later. Bye, guys. Bye, Michael.
Go crush it, Susan.
Thank you.